G'day team, it's Chris speaking. Welcome or welcome back. Today we are going to be talking about my 18-month on testosterone. So it has been a hot minute since I did one of these. I think the latest head-to-toe update you got was the 12-month mark. I haven't really done one. I didn't see the point in doing one at the 15-month mark because not a lot had changed, and to be honest, I haven't seen a great deal of changes between the 12-month and the 18-month mark. However, there have been some things that have crept up that I'll go through. So I'm going to talk about head to toe like a lot of people do. It should be a fairly short video. I'm sorry for the noise. My dog is walking around behind me. We're moving, so she's a little bit out of sorts. Forgive the pitter patter. Alright, so starting with my head. In the last 6 months or so, shorter than that, probably in the last 3 months, I've really noticed that my hair is thinning. So I first noticed it coming out of the shower and I could see my scalp. I have always had really thick hair pre-testosterone, to the point where hairdressers would have to thin it before they cut it because it was just so thick. And now they don't ask me if I want it thinned anymore, so that's a pretty clear indication that my hair is thinning at a rapid rate. How do I feel about it? I'm unsure. I think I am freaking out about it in terms of I have a wedding coming up in about 7 months time, and I would really like to have hair in my wedding photos. After that, I'm not sure. I am trialing out some thickening hair care products. I am going to talk to my doctor about it and see if there is anything that we can do medically to not necessarily cure balding, because I don't think that's a thing, but to stop hair loss. I know a lot of people talk about stuff like finasteride in the US. I don't know what the equivalent of it is here, or even if we have finasteride here. It is something that I'll bring up with my doctor. For the moment, the hair products that I am using seem to be working, but that could just be placebo effect. If I find that it is actually working, then I'll put a review of that particular brand of shampoo that I'm using, which is designed to thicken the hair follicles to make it stronger, I guess. Other hair things to talk about on my face is facial hair. Do you like how I did that? Very good. I have more facial hair, so basically from the 12-month to the 18-month mark on testosterone, my facial hair has been pretty steady in coming in. I don't use any sort of products to help it along. I'm not overly interested in doing so personally. I like the facial hair that I have, and I'm pretty happy just to let it do its thing. So I basically had a chin tuft from about 4 months on, and it's now filling in the sideburns, and I get little patchy bits on my cheeks. I am trying to do a chin strap at the moment, but it's taking a while. We're trying. It's very pubescent, but we'll give it a go. It is filling in a lot more, so definitely coming in here. If I shave all of this off, I'll basically have it back in 2 weeks, whereas it used to take about 6 weeks to get any sort of fluff on my chin. So it is definitely growing in more. I need to shave 3 to 4 times a week now, as opposed to 2 to 3, I think, in my last update, whenever that was. Other things that have happened, my top bit, so my shoulders and my torso have, or up to about here, pretty much stayed the same. So I got fairly broad once I started testosterone, and that seems to be sitting the same at the moment. I haven't been going really heavy at the gym. I am wanting to bulk up this area, but slowly. I don't want to hit the gym really hard and hurt myself. So for the moment, it stayed the same. In terms of my stomach, my arms, more hair. I've got hair creeping up to my shoulders now. I've got a little bit of hair on my chest, and I am seeing light hairs creep up from my stomach over my chest. So I presume over the next sort of 12 to 24 months that will come in, but I'm definitely seeing more creep up. Same thing that happened on my arms was I saw more sort of creep up over my arm over that 12-month period, and now that hair is starting to darken, and this hair is just starting to be that really light, fluffy hair that I guess will get dark over time. I have a lot of hair on my stomach, like around my belly button, that vortex of hair that just entraps any sort of lint, like, and then it just hides in my belly button. In terms of fat distribution, I still don't have an Adam's apple, which I'm dirty about, so we're not going to talk about it. Fat distribution has started. It probably started around the I'd say 14 months. So over the last 4 months, I've definitely noticed that it is shifting up. I'm going to put 2 photos on the screen of a front-on view and a side-on view of me pre-top surgery. So that would have been about month 8 on testosterone, I guess, or fairly early on testosterone, as opposed to about a month ago. It's very subtle differences, but I'm definitely seeing that the weight or the fat on my hips and my thighs is starting to come up and sit in that middle bit. I've said that in the last couple of updates. It's more obvious to me now that that's what's happening, and I'm holding my weight here in my gut area, which I've also noticed since the holiday season. So, I mean, I'm not mad. Most of us do it. It's fine. In terms of everything else, not a lot has changed. There is still bottom growth happening, or at least bottom, I would say, discomfort happening in terms of every couple of weeks. I can feel it, it's throbbing and it feels uncomfortable. It's not painful at all. I'm very aware that it's happening down there, and that's about it for that aspect. Legs, the weight is coming up off my thighs, again moving up to my stomach area, sort of pushing its way up, and just more hair pretty much everywhere. I have one back hair which I finally let my partner pluck. She's been asking me for a while if she was allowed to get my one back hair, and I refrained, but I've let her since get that back hair. One thing I do want to bring up with the facial hair coming in, I'm going to get close to you, I'm sorry. I don't know if it's going to focus very well, probably not. So you can see that it's coming in here. I have had acne flare-ups again, where any sort of hair is coming in. I got acne flare-ups on my ass because that is where hair is also coming in, and my partner was lucky enough to help tease ingrowns out of my bum because they were just having little pimples come up, and on my neck. So it's mainly facial hair that's doing that, but as I'm getting more hair down on my neck area and up underneath my ears and the sideburns, I've got more acne coming through as hairs are trying to push through the skin, and they're getting stuck. So exfoliate will help you with that. And I've got a couple of exfoliants that I use. I find the Dollar Shave Club Prep Scrub to be really good, but that's what it's designed for. Don't necessarily use a shaving prep scrub on your ass. I learned that the hard way. Anyway, that is it from my 18 months of testosterone. Not a great deal has changed, but there are little bits and pieces, mainly in terms of hair for me personally. If you like the content, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of it, then click my face, which is somewhere on the screen, and I'll catch you next time. Okay, bye.